Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the King of Stones and Wolf, and you are now bookended with two kings, King of Bows and now the King of Stones. The King of Bows showed up about a week ago, all right, and he pretty much asked you, where do you need to take charge? And the first thing you did was you found that balance. And then your mind started moving a little bit and you became insecure. The guardian, wanted you to face your fears. You did. You made that decision, right? And as a result of that decision, you gained much respect within the Wildwood Forest. And, the wolf comes out of the forest and he looks at you and he looks at the wild man and he sees the adder down by your feet. And he says, well done. Congratulations. That was a good decision. You are starting to, resemble kingly attributes, right? And, the decision that you made, okay, shows that you're a mature individual. Shows that you're steadfast in your goals, all right? And I want to offer you some security and stability along your way. And, that will be my promise to you over these next 6-7 days to be with you. All right? To make sure that you're going about your business the right way. And, if this, if that's that's a person, that's you, right? He's looking at it going, you know what? I'm going to be that guardian, passing on the messages from the dead as the journey from the underworld to help protect you as you're moving forward. And he looks at you and he says, so what advice along these 6-7 days gave you the best security? And you're thinking about it going, Well, I got some good advice from the King of Bows because he asked me to take charge. Also, I was passionate about where I was going. And even though I had that little meltdown with the insecurity, the universe, and to answer your question, Mr. Wolf, King of Stones, the person that gave me the best advice was the universe, my spirit guides. It showed me that while I am on my spiritual path, okay, that there's going to be a downtime. There's going to be some insecurity. There's going to be fear. But I looked that guardian in the eye. I felt a welling up within me, an emotion of, you're not going to get the best of me. And he could smell that fear. And once he smelt that fear, he wasn't going to let me go. But I didn't let that fear grab a hold of me. I focused on the positive. I focused on, the things that kept me going. My loved ones, right? The opportunities that I have at work, right? All those things where fear instilled that I couldn't do anything. I can't. I was focusing on the I can't. And that's what their guardian was smelling. And as soon as I started telling myself I can, then I move forward. I can have a better relationship. I can have a great job. I can be connected. Right? I can have this fire, this passion. And he looks at you and says, that's right, you can. So let me ask you something. Knowing that you can do all these things, and you've made the decision to move forward, gaining the respect of the Wildwood Forest and everybody that's in it, where is life offering you its riches? And you think about that. Where is life offering me its riches? Well, to start out, I have family. I have a loved one. I have children who love me. Yeah, that's a good start. Right? That's offering you riches. And it's not materialism, it's not security, security, but there is love there. He goes, yeah, that's a good choice. I have a home. I have transportation. I have a job. I have friends at work. Good, good. That gives you some materialism, because you're making a paycheck. You got benefits for your family. You got benefits for you, which gives you security, gives you that stability. He goes, those are good. So where else do you have that offering of its riches? Well, when I have time, I work on my creative passions. And he goes, and how does that make you feel? Well, it just opens me up. I take away all the stuff. Maybe I go to the beach and I listen to the water, and it just kind of washes away all my cares. And he goes, when that happens, when you're able to wash away all that stress, when you're able to let go of stuff that's holding you back, that's where you grow. He goes, that's a good choice as well. Because now you're manifesting things. Now you're adding to your security. Now you're adding to your stability. He goes, there's not much advice I have to give you. You are a pretty well-rounded individual. You've got some leadership capabilities within you to make the right decisions, as is that Two of Bows, the decision. And, with the wood woes coming out, you've gained that respect. You've gained my respect. And as a result of that, we're going to appreciate the good things in life together over these next 7 days. We're going to learn how to handle more stability, more security. This is more responsibility for you, but I know you can handle it. And the wolf just looks at you and says, good job, companion. Good job, spirit. Good job, journeyer. And you continue on your way. And that's today's message out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the King of Stones and a Wolf. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, give me a thumbs up. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe.